Hi, thanks for checking out another one of our videos. This is going to be a kind of a review video of my thoughts on this particular brand and model. First thing I want to tell you about is we're just a mom and pop shop. We just work on fence chargers. We work on all brands and ages. We're independent shop. We don't sell fence chargers. We're not sponsored by anybody. Nobody gives us anything free. Everything that we do is we just work on this stuff. So we see the good and the bad of all the different brands that are out there. And there's some decent ones, there's some really good ones, and there's some bad ones, some mediocre ones. I mean, there's a little bit of everything out there. But on this particular brand, this is a model. It's a Gallagher M1100. We got it in for a pair. It is a 2018 model. Look at the serial number there. First two digits is the year it was built. This unit got hit by lightning on the fence and ground side, and it burned up the board. Luckily, Gallagher's carry a 3-year warranty, so it's still got a warranty still on it. So it didn't cost the customer anything to get it fixed. So we repaired it at no charge for the guy. I don't get very many newer Gallagher units in for repair. And the only ones that we do, and if they're under warranty, I would say 95% of them that come in, which is very little, are lightning related. I've never seen a newer Gallagher unit come in that's just a malfunction of a bad electronics. Nothing about Gallagher and the company and the brand and their units. They build their own units in house. They build their own transformers. They make their own boards. All their R&D is all done by them. All their assembly, manufacturing, uh, testing, long-term testing, all that stuff is all done in-house by them. So all the quality control is if they have an issue somewhere, they go right back to horse's mouth. Okay, what's causing this issue? How can we fix it? What can we do to make it better? All that's done by them. So if they have a problem with the unit, they grapple with themselves to figure out what the hell's going on with the unit. Why is it having this failure problem? So I don't get very many Gallaghers in that are new. Most of them have some age on them. So I think most times, I think Gallagher's a pretty good brand. I mean, you do pay a little bit more money for them, but they do carry a 3-year warranty, and they're really, really well built. So sometimes the money you save on a cheaper price unit, depending on the brand, you save money up front, on the versus buying a Gallagher, but the money you save basically almost goes out the door if you have to get it fixed, and where this one probably still be running, excluding lightning. Like Cyclops is a really good brand, but they only carry a 1-year warranty, but they are about 30% cheaper than a Gallagher, that sort of thing. But they don't carry a 1-year warranty; these carry a 3-year warranty. So in 2 years, if lightning hit a Cyclops, you got to get it fixed. It's going to cost you however much money to fix it. Been a Gallagher hit by hit by lightning, it's fixed at no charge. So you kind of have to balance it out a little bit and see what you want to do. Um, Another thing I like about this, starting with this model and bigger, the M1100, M1500, M1800i, whatever, all those things. These are all adaptive control units, they call it. That's what Gallagher calls that technology that they use. Basically, and Gallagher's been doing adaptive control stuff since the mid 80s, late 80s on their big 25 joule bigger units back 30 plus years ago. And then the last like 5 years or so, when they came out with these newer ones, they've incorporated that technology into their mid-range and bigger units now. And what that adaptive control is, basically, it adapts its output to what it feels is connected to it fence-wise and resistance-wise. So if it's a pretty clean fence, or if it's a smaller fence, it might only put out 20% of its power energy-wise. So it's not running full tilt all the time. And it adapts its output to joule wise to go up higher if it feels either more fences connected to it, or it feels some grass on the fence, an animal touching the fence, or a person touching the fence. It just feels resistance between fence and ground, whatever's connected up to it, and then it adapts its output joules higher to power through whatever that issue might be. And as soon as it feels the resistance goes down, then it brings this power level back down. So it runs really efficient, really cool on the inside. So this is where you can run a bigger charger on a smaller fence if you want a lot of power for it, because you got goats or whatever, and you're running it on like 5 acres. In theory, this will be way more power than what you would need. You could probably buy a size smaller, but if you really want that power and you find other brands, most brands when they get in this power range, they don't do the adaptive control or power on demand, whatever some brands want to call it. They basically run full tilt all the time, so that's why some brands have an overheating problem, either with the transformers going bad or the boards going bad, because they're basically trying to put out all the power all the time. And if the fence and the resistance that it feels connected up to it is not enough, this unit can't put out all its power, so all that excess power gets stuck inside, and you'll have a bunch of loss basically, and it's all that loss is being dissipated through heat on the inside of the unit. And that's why some models like the Zariba 100-mile units, those 6-joule Blitzer, American Farm Works 120 miles, those units, man, they have a lot of problems with that stuff. And it's because they basically trying to put out all the power all the time, and people buy too big of a charger for too small a fence. If you want a big charger for a smaller fence, you're going to have to look at a better brand. That's where you're going to pay more money, but it's going to last you a hell of a lot longer. So, that old saying, you kind of get what you pay for. That's kind of going with this brand here. I mean, you get a good unit. You do pay more money, but you get a really solid built unit. And this is just coming from a repair guy. I don't sell these things. I just work on them. So if you want my opinion on what's good and what's bad, this is a good one. This is a good brand overall. I mean, they make good solar units, make good plug-in units. They've even got some dual power that are plug-in or battery powered that are really good. They make standalone 12-volt units with and without solar panels available for them. And they make little bitty backyard garden stuff, little bitty chargers. And they make great big monster 100-joule units that are out there. I mean, they make a lot of sizes for a lot of different applications. So there's a bunch of places online that sell them. You can go to local co-op. Tractor Supply doesn't sell them, but you can go to local co-op or farmers feed store or whatever, and they'll probably have a Gallagher brand. If they don't have a particular model, you can call up Gallagher and order them directly from them. You'll pay full-blown retail, but you can go online. Like there's a place called Gallagher Electric Fencing.com. They sell them. You go on eBay, Amazon might have it. Somebody selling them on there. So, I mean, you can find them about anywhere. But just shop around. You're gonna get the same unit whether you pay $400 or $385. You're gonna get the same model. But if you can save yourself $20, $30 by buying it online somewhere, just use that money towards buying dinner or putting gas in your tank. So, but yeah, I like it. It's a good old unit. So we'll go ahead and test it and show you the output on there. We're getting about 9,000 volts out of it. So pretty good voltage output. Most brands fluctuate between 6,000 and 10,000 volts on average, depending on the model. Nice sharp shock from it. So, but I really like this brand. Overall, I mean, I don't get, unless they're old Gallaghers from like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago, we get a lot of those ones in. But it lasts like 5, 6 years, 7 years out of the newer Gallaghers. I don't hardly ever see them come in. So, but, well, that's it for this little video. Hopefully you like it. If you got any questions, give us a call. Or shoot an email to me. Or send me a text or ask questions. There's some information again. And until next time, we'll see you guys later on.